Hi, I'm Judy Zakin, and I am an adjunct faculty member at Springfield Technical Community College in Springfield, Massachusetts. STCC, as it is most commonly known, is a local community college founded in 1967 based on the need to provide more technical training to the city's graduating high school seniors, preparing them for jobs. In the 50 plus years since STCC started, it has expanded to offer many degrees and is a popular choice for students hoping to transfer to a four-year university. STCC is a wonderful, low cost alternative. Specifically for my project, I am teaching Principles of Management 101. And I am looking in this course to convert a traditional 12-week on-site in-person class to a 7-week distance education format. I've taught this Principles of Management class for several years, most recently on Wednesday evenings. And there are many sections of this course available at STCC. And so students who chose to take my class on Wednesday evenings were students who had the option to teach to have a class online, to use distance education, but their preference was to come into the classroom. And this weighted my experience somewhat to a subset of the student population, which may be different in the course once I redesign it specifically for distance ed. My goals, therefore, for this course are to reflect a deeper understanding of my students. Start with their learning objectives. Why are they here? And map those learning objectives back to the course's formal learning objectives as dictated to identify gaps. Expand or re-emphasize course content where appropriate, design simply for ease of navigation, and find creative ways to create student activity in an online format. STC students in general are a very diverse group. STC has been designated a Hispanic serving institution, which requires that you have at least 25% of your students be Hispanic. At STCC in 2019, fully 30% of all students are Hispanic. This is a young population. 77% of the students are under the age of 30 years old. Almost half of these students are first time freshmen, haven't been to a school before, and a majority are attending part time. Now, I made a request to the Institutional Research Office to get a profile of the business program students, which I hypothesize is a little bit different than the profile of the students at large. My expectation is that my students lean a little bit older, though not a lot, are a little bit more gender balanced with more males than in the school in total, and they're more likely to be returning to school after having left school for a few years. Now let's take a look at two specific students who typify the types of students that I encounter at in my classes. One is Maria. Maria wants to learn a trade. She graduated from the Springfield Central High School just last spring and is looking for a secure job in a medical office. She enrolled in STC's very popular medical coding and billing specialist program in order to train her for a very specific job in a medical office. And she will earn an associate in science in office information technologies degree. She lives locally with her parents and her younger siblings. She'd prefer to attend classes in person, but has been forced online, which has her a little nervous. Her older cousin graduated from this program 3 years ago and recommended it for Maria, so Maria figured, why not give it a try? She's 19 years old. She was born in Puerto Rico and moved to Springfield when she was 7. And English is a second language for her. She has very extrinsically motivated. In other words, she's taking this course because it's a degree requirement. It's not because management is some personal interest of hers. She's very shy. She would rather listen to talk. And she's academically a little insecure. She's just not sure she's smart enough and has traditionally been an average student. Personal challenges because English is a second language, her reading and writing is challenging. She lives in a crowded household and has limited space for uninterrupted study. And she works part time in a local grocery store. She has lots of friends. Maria is a typical student for me. Now, reflecting the diversity of the students I have, Kevin is also a very common student. Kevin is 36 years old and he's returning to school after making only a passing attempt after high school almost 20 years ago. He's highly motivated to succeed. He has decided he wants this. He has worked in landscaping and property maintenance for several years and he likes it. But the work is hard and he'd like to move into management to earn more money and reduce the amount of heavy lifting. Management track requires a 4-year degree. So Kevin is enrolled in the Mass Business Transfer Program, which guarantees upon completion of his SBC associate's degree, he's ensured enrollment in many of the state and private universities in Massachusetts to get his full bachelor's degree. He's white, male. He has 2 teenagers at home. So he's very, very busy. So while he's highly motivated, he's also does not want anyone to waste his time. He wants to make sure that his time is being put to good use and he wants to get an A. He's very competitive, but he's also a little self-conscious going back to school after so many years out of school, and he struggles with some self-doubt whether he can really do this. Is he really good enough? So he's nervous, but he's motivated. And he, as I said, he works full time, so he has very little time. So hopefully, Kevin is another common student I will have in this class. And so that's my project. Thank you very much.